Yo, every Wednesday night, you better tune in tight. At 7 p.m. CST, we bring in that insight. Halas Hall Report, best podcast in the game. Stats and facts, you'll remember the name. Host Ken Dub got the knowledge on lock. Co-host Woody the Bear fan, talking all that talk. 3 Bear fans chilling, opinions on the side. We're here for the love, riding that Bear pride. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the skies. Lions think they're fierce with Dan Campbell's call, but all that greed ain't gonna help them at all. Same old story, we know how it goes. They just can't compete, everybody knows. Minnesota Vikings always talking smack, but when it's game day, they ain't got the knack. Sitting on the couch while we're making a stand. Over here in Chi-Town, we're the best in the land. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the sky. Packer fans yell blow pack blow, but can't see the truth. We're stealing the show. Rivalry heated, but we stay real cool. Halas Hall Report, yeah, that's the rule. With every episode, we build that hype. Stats and team news, we got the right type. Fan base strong, we ain't looking back. 2025, it's a winning attack. So gather round fans, put your hands in the air. Every Wednesday night, we're breathing that bear. Join the revolution, watch the magic unfold. Halas Hall Report, we're breaking the mold. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the sky. So mark your calendars, don't miss a beat. Every Wednesday night, Halas Hall can't be beat. Stats, facts, team news on deck. Halas Hall Report, what did you expect? 2025, the Bears are here to stay. Blue and orange in the north, leading the way.
And good evening. Welcome to another edition of Halas Hall Report. 2 guys without an opinion. And of course, I'm one guy without an opinion. There's the other one, Woody, who's got a new couch. Hey, Woody.
Yeah, I have a new couch. All right. Yep. I'm here.
New couch. That couch actually looks comfortable.
Yeah, just with the 3 bulging discs, I got to try to get comfortable as possible.
Yeah, I understand that. I can understand that. So we get joint practices this week, right? Bears, Dolphins. So maybe we'll get some stuff out of that. But we did get something else given to us yesterday for week 1. Talked about in the morning show a little bit with Addison getting a 3-game suspension. And he said he would not appeal the suspension before this all happened. So it looks like he's going to take all 3. Either way, even if he appeals, he's missing week 1 against the Bears. What kind of impact do you think that's going to have on our game week 1, Monday Night Football against Minnesota?
Is it 3 or 4 games?
3 game. He's going to miss the Bears game in Chicago and then 2 home games against Atlanta and Cincinnati.
Okay. Well, it's definitely an impact with that offense. Now, when you double JJ, all you have is, TJ, if he's healthy. But he's a speedster, Addison, obviously 140 miles per hour. But yeah, that's a big impact. That's a big offensive loss for Minnesota. Their defense is going to have to definitely come through like they did last year, some aspects, but it's a big loss for them for Monday night. Yeah,
last year they in both games against them, they had both their wide receivers and their tight end and their running back. The running back room got a little bit better with their backup this year than what they had last year. And they had a tough time with us the first time. The second time, not so much. Bad coaching and whatnot. But I have a feeling that we're going to see a steady dose of their run game in week 1 anyways. But this definitely has to affect their passing game. Because, you shut JJ down. well, then Addison was the recipient. You shut Addison down, JJ's recipient. That was their method that worked so well. If this new defense, and it's not a completely new defense, but we definitely beefed up the interior with Grady Jarrett. If we stop the run, I have a feeling they're going to have a long day on week one in that week 1 game.
Either that, or I know it's dumb, but it depends on their money situation. They might just go out and get somebody just to, impact those 3 games and then fit him in when Addison comes back.
Yeah. I don't think they really have that much money. They're always kind of like,
there's some receivers still out there. I know Amari Cooper's still out there. I had a list of receivers that are still out there.
Amari Cooper's probably the best because, and we'll get to the other one here in a minute. They actually, they got $25 million in cap space. They for sure could go get someone.
Imagine if Keenan Allen didn't get signed. Imagine him going there.
Yeah, and Keenan Allen, of course, signed back with the Chargers, which is not really a surprise. He said he's either going to go with the Chargers, the Rams, or the Bears. It would have been nice. I would have liked to see him come back to Chicago, but it's okay that he goes back to the Chargers. That's a good fit. But yeah, they could go sign Amari or someone else and see what they can do, and that would give him 3 good receivers when he comes back after week 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a way of looking at it. It's pretty. I mean, yeah. In either way, I'll probably see a lot of the run game in week 1 anyways. But, I would test the Bears defense. If I'm them, I'm testing that Bears run defense in week 1. Like, until the Bears defense prove they can stuff the run it.
Right.
So
Jordan Mason, he's more like the running back situation in Detroit, with Montgomery and Gibbs. But, Gibbs is their main one. That's a nice 1-2 punch, Jones and Mason.
Yeah, they have a good look at that team. It's pretty complete. I think most of the North is pretty complete, at least on paper. Now we'll see how it translates. Everyone's got their issues. Of course, they're going with a first-year starter at quarterback, and we'll see how that works out for them. They're assuming pretty well. I mean, it is a plug-and-play offense. You just don't do anything stupid. Just do what you're told, and you'll probably be successful in Minnesota's offense as it sits right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if they, I know it's early in the, preseason just started. It's coming up this week. And by the way, Bears game's on 1:00 on NFL Network.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Yeah. So, JJ, I would think, Minnesota's coach would say, you know what, this is a young quarterback. He needs all the help he can get. Get somebody in now to have him practice before the season starts. They have enough money. And don't be surprised if they pick somebody up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, if they don't, I'd almost be surprised if the cap money they got, because they can even afford to pay a guy and then cut him after 3 weeks. I don't think it vests if they wait. How's that? I forgot how that works. If it's after camp and they sign a guy, it's not fully guaranteed for the season. That's what it is. So they may just wait till camp is over and then, the week of sign Amari and throw him in there. Because then it's not guaranteed. Then they can cut him after week 3 or 4 when they're done with him and not have to pay any more money.
Yep. But that's JJ McCarthy's got to be shitting his pants saying, oh, shit, dude. And by the way, my question is, I mean, he's fat. Addison's fast enough. He's strong. What the hell you need PEDs for substance?
No, that's not what it's for. The substance abuse policy, yes, but it's from the DUI he got before last season, where he was found sitting in his car with the keys in the ignition on the entrance ramp to LAX.
Yep. Wow.
So, and he pled down to basically a charge as a reckless driving with alcohol or something like that. It's not a DUI. It's called something else, but it was not a DUI. And okay, so the league gave him 3 years for that, or 3 weeks. He's got a 1-year probation. and he's got some online courses he's got to do. So he took his plea, but it wasn't a DUI. So that's going to be interesting week 1 for the Bears. The other piece of Bears, I don't know if you want to call it news. I call it clickbait because they only showed half the story. So there's the video going around that all the little clickbaity people and the trash talkers want to talk about. And that's Caleb Williams with the net drill. And yeah, man, he was just like,
he was fucking off, dude. Oh my goodness gracious.
then,
Does he know he's supposed to hit the net?
Yeah, and then after he throws that last ball, you just see him peel away, and the dude, you could just tell he's just livid. What they don't show you is the next set of drills that he did. Every ball was a perfect dime.
So you're saying you needed a round to warm up? Is that what you're saying?
No, well, no, but I'm wondering this though too, and I wouldn't put it past the guy, any player in this league. That first round, who's to say they didn't do that on purpose just to get the clickbaiters going? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And it's like, all right, we had our fun. We're like they're playing the prank. You know what I mean? I mean, first off, it's practice, but yeah, dude, those throws weren't even close. Even on a bad day, he's better than that. So,
hey, Ken, maybe he thought he was getting sacked. He was looking. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
But then the very next set, all perfect dimes. In fact, the guy behind the net catching the ball almost got pushed back a few times because the balls hit him so hard. So I'm just wondering, because the players and the coaches know how the media react to every little thing at practice.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Who's to say they're not punking the media and the clickbaiters?
Yeah, that's. Oh my god.
Because that's the only thing people were talking about. They weren't talking about the balls he threw immediately after on his very next go round that were all like these laser dimes. Right? And so from that aspect, it works. Oh my God, yeah, Caleb is terrible. Did you see this? Yeah, show the next rep. We're like, he was destroying it. So
yeah, this clickbait this year has been every free agent Chicago Bears has been in touch with, supposedly.
Or possible trade.
Yeah, wow.
Micah Parsons trades, Trey Hendrickson trade. Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen Scary Terry. I have not seen any Scary Terry trade proposals in the clickbait.
I did say that if he has to go to Philly, he would, because he doesn't want yards. He doesn't want touchdowns. He wants rings.
Well, that's like Micah said. He'd go to Washington and take less money because they have grit and determination to become a better franchise.
Oh, I put them up with that division this year.
Yeah, I mean, but it was just the rhetoric coming out of these guys wanting trades. Trey Hendrickson's remained pretty quiet. I think they'll get something done in Cincy. But, man, the rhetoric coming out of Dallas is ridiculous. But, yeah, everything. The Bears are going to get Trey Hendrickson. The Bears are going to get Micah Parsons.
We have no money. We have no money left now, don't we, Ken? Because we have those two guys.
Well, for this year, no, we don't. Well. Technically, Woody, let me double check it just before I put my foot in my mouth on it. But I want to say technically we can make it happen.
Both of them.
So right now we have 13 mil in cap. Not both of them.
I was gonna say no.
We'd have to get rid of. We'd have to trade Montez Sweat in the deal.
Yeah, I would.
Or Tremaine Edmonds. Yeah. So here's the thing. They both carry at least 20 million in cap this year, right? So we're really short for making a trade now. However, there are some numbers you could try to play with. You could try to do. Let me see what happens if you try to do a restructure on. You could do a restructure with Montez Sweat and save 13 million in cap. You could do a restructure with DJ Moore and save 15. You could restructure Jalen and save 9.8. Those are your big three. You wouldn't restructure Jonah or Drew because you literally just signed them. And the savings there isn't great. But those, like, you could definitely do a restructure on Montez or DJ. or
Well, how about
Jalen.
Edmonds? How about Edmonds?
Edmonds, you could, but why would you want to if it's going to add a year?
Yeah, because it might be his last.
Because don't restructures usually end actually? No, they don't necessarily add a year, but you're just deferring that money to another year, right? So,
Yeah.
if you do an extension though on Montez, you could save 15. If you do an extension on DJ, which you just extended last year, you can save you get another 15. Jalen, if you do an extension, you get another 11 out of it. Tremaine Edmonds, if you do an extension, you could get 10 million in cap this year, but the question is going to be, with him, I think he needs to make less money, not more.
Mhm.
So I don't know how that would necessarily work. So that's where we're at right now. I mean, so technically, yeah, they could have the money to get a Micah Parsons or a Trey Hendrickson this year, but then you look at next year. Well, we're negative almost 10 million already. So you figure we're going to get a $20 million increase in cap, which is, say, for sake of argument, that leaves us 10 million, but now you're paying Micah 40. So now you're 30 million in the hole. You probably don't have a number one draft pick. That's good because you traded away to get Micah, but you still got a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh rounder probably to sign. Oh yeah, and you have no safeties under contract, so that's our 4 guys you got to sign. And oh yeah, by the way, you have no backup quarterback under contract, so there's another guy you got to pay. But depending on what you do with the restructures, if you were to say do a restructure more or Sweat, you might have some money from that. That's what I'm saying. This is that part where Bears fans, I get it. We can afford the compensation, right, Woody?
Yeah.
I don't think I have an issue with that. Would you have an issue with 2 first rounders for Micah Parsons?
No, that's what I said.
Yeah.
This is actually my trade out of my ass trade proposal. Montez Sweat, 2 first rounders. Let's call it a day.
Look, that would make the cap thing easier if you were to Montez. But my problem with that one is you're trading one problem for another. You still only have one edge rusher.
Well, Booker's still there.
I mean, but you would be making that. But you make the trade for Micah to pair him with Montez.
All right. How about this? Tremaine Edmonds, and 2 first rounders for Micah.
That works for me.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if that works for Dallas, but that definitely works for me. But even if it's just 2 first rounders and no players, kind of like the Khalil Mack trade, right? Now look in that second proposal, it makes money easy. Edmonds gone now. We got an extra 20 million or so in cap to play with for next year. Because Edmonds' cap money this year or for next year, his hit next year is 17 mil. So that eats up. So now you're only about 10 million short. We can find that.
Well, that's not post June 1st, is it? His cap hit?
Well, this year his cap hit, it would be pre-June 1st because it's a new season. So his cap number right now is 17 mil. Let me check the trade though. But I think on a trade pre-June 1st, we actually take 4 million in dead cap and free up 12 million. But we could still afford it.
Well, how about next year?
Next year, well, it wouldn't make a difference. He'd be off the roster. So I don't think we'd have any dead money if he was traded this year.
Oh, okay.
So we free up like 17 mil. That would all go towards Micah. So that's 17 plus the 20 from that that's 37 mil. I mean, there's still some money to figure out there, right? But it gets us closer. The Raiders traded for Edmonds. Yeah, but I mean, the Raiders, yeah.
Where'd you get that one at?
Yes, Sammy, where'd you get that one?
Because that's where all Bears players go.
Yeah.
Fly Nichols, piece of shit.
But I mean, but then the other piece where Bears fans, I think, lose me is like the compensation for a trade for a guy like Micah Parsons or Trey Hendrickson. Fine. And I think like if we got one of those guys, does that make us a next level team? Possibly. Right? So that would kind of justify it, right? Because it would change some of the narrative on the Bears. But the problem then becomes the next 2 years after that or 3 years after that, paying them. Now, Micah, look, this is his first contract, right? He's coming off a rookie deal. So you figure we're going to get 6-7 years out of Micah Parsons. So you got some longevity.
Yep, he's gonna be 26.
Yeah, their linebackers sucking them. Yeah, you probably get at least 4 to 6 years out of Micah. So it's like, okay, it's worth it. But how much of a contract albatross do you want to create when you know you got to pay Caleb in 3 years? You got to pay Rome. You have to pay in 5 years. All 3 of your in 4 years. I'm sorry. All 3 of your wide receivers are due. In 3 years, you got to do an extension for your quarterback if he is the guy, and you still got other pieces you got to attend to. So, do you really want to give Micah almost 40 mil a year right now?
It's a lot of fucking money, man.
And right now, we'd have to rearrange contracts in order to do that. And once again, no safeties under contract for next year. No quarterbacks after Caleb under contract. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So it becomes very interesting. If I look at free agency.
Well, the key word you said, Ken, was backup quarterback.
Yeah,
so if Caleb works out.
Here are the Bears free agents after this season. Kevin Byard, Ryan Bates, Andrew Billings, Chris Williams, Case Keenum, Jonathan Owens, Jaquan Brisker, Travis Homer, Zacchaeus, a wide receiver, long snapper Scott Daly, Trey Flowers, Josh Miles, Miles Boykin, Jonathan Ford, Daniel Hardy. I'm skipping some, but Doug Kramer, Bill Murray, Braxton Jones, Dominique Robinson, Swayze Bozeman, Rick Stromberg, Alex Cook, Elijah Hicks, Tyson Bagent, John Jackson, wide receiver, Theo Bennett, Austin Reed, Carl Jones Jr., Jordan Murray. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at our roster for 26 as of now, we have 50 people signed to the roster, so not terrible. But a couple of these guys on the bottom of this list might not be, like Jonathan Kim might not be there because Ian Wheeler might not be here, right? So there are some guys that number is a little deceiving, but I don't know how you swing Micah Parsons and don't break the piggy bank for the next 3 years.
Means you better win now.
You would have to. It would be a we're ready to win right now scenario for sure.
Yeah.
Because, bro, could you imagine what the offseason is going to be like? And the Bears don't have any money, and Bears fans are wanting a free agent.
And when was the last time that Bears never had money?
Well, when was the last time the Bears fans weren't mad because we didn't sign some free agent that everyone said, "Oh, we should just sign that guy"? Like, with what money?
That's every fucking year.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys in the comments can think of some other ways to, get cap money. Now, look, there's this new deal the NFL just did with ESPN / the Mouse with Disney. So, the next year's salary cap bump could be bigger. Sammy says that Edmonds would be legitimately a top 10 player on the Raiders roster.
Who wouldn't?
Because the Bears think they drafted the replacement for him. I think he's gone after this season anyways, which will free up some cap space. I think we drafted his replacement this year. What do you think, Woody?
Will you trade him for picks?
No, just cut him. We can cut him at the end of this year. Oh, yeah, Edmonds. If we cut Edmonds post June 1st, designate him as a post June 1st. $25 post June 1st. Oh, I gotta go. Yeah. Oh no, Edmonds. If we got rid of him, we'd save $6.8 million in cap and lose 10. Why wouldn't
we trade him away and at least get something?
Yeah.
Because he has one more year after this year. He's through 27, isn't he?
I believe So, see, Edwards' contract is so friendly compared to Edmonds.
Yeah. TJ Edwards should have Edmonds' contract right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Edmonds, is the guy we have to get rid of. Or are we looking? Let's look at the 26. 26 cut post June 1st. Yeah, Tremaine saves us a ton of money. So I mean, we got to do something. Oops, sorry. Yeah, at least get a fourth rounder and some cap relief.
Mhm.
So that's the problem, Bears fans. Like, if we want Micah, where are we getting the money? And the NFL signed this new deal with ESPN. Basically, you can say that ESPN is bought NFL Network and the Red Zone, or that the NFL is buying 10% of ESPN because that's what they got for it. They get a 10% stake in ESPN. And for that 10% stake in ESPN, the NFL Network is now ESPN's to do with. The NFL still owns the rights and produces Red Zone, but ESPN owns it for distribution. So no Stephen A. Smith on Red Zone on the Red Zone, thank God. But whether this is good or bad, we talked about in the morning show this morning. But I think that's more revenue for the now. Look at that could be more revenue, which means next year's pay jump maybe goes from 20 to 30 million with the revenue sharing. So but you can't count on that if you're trying to get Micah Parsons or Trey.
Nope. He'll go before that anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't really know how Bears fans are going to justify that. Now, the other thing we got going on starting this week, we got joint practice with the Dolphins. That starts this week. What do you think about that?
Oh, I just want to see some Ramsey Stevenson fights, but I guess we can't because Ramsey, gone. So it's gonna be interesting. See how who would cover Hill and Waddle, just practicing and stuff like that. So yeah, be interesting. Hopefully Tua doesn't get hurt.
They play Sunday. What days are they actually doing the Friday? They're doing it. Is it Thursday, Friday, or just Friday?
I don't think just one day, maybe two.
Yeah,
maybe
usually
Thursday,
it's at least
Friday.
2.
Yeah.
Probably Thursday, Friday. So tomorrow and Friday probably coming into the game. I want to see what AJ Henning does from Miami. He's an Illinois guy, my buddy's son. So I want to see what he does. So it's kind of cool to see that. But yeah, I mean, the joint practice, we should probably get a little bit better understanding of where this team is at in terms of improvements, because I know Kieran's not your favorite guy, but word from camp from people who've been watching every day, Kieran, they say, is the most improved player on this roster.
I want to see against other teams. That's what I said before.
Yeah, I do too. And that's the thing. And I want to see this left tackle battle against other teams, because it's great that we now have this problem. We got 3 left tackle options. I love that problem, because that means we're going to have at least one good backup.
Yep.
But and then Kieran can play right tackle. Either one. Well, they're going to be backing up for both right and left at the end of the day, because the depth chart on the right tackle is, well, there isn't a depth chart. And then we got the rest. Well, I'm worried about the depth overall on the line, but I want to see this line, and I want to see how the backup is doing. And we're going to see a lot of that in the game Sunday. We can start judging the backups. I just want, we just got to be sure though, and this is a hard part. And I said on last night, I was on the Driving to the Top open mic. These are preseason games. The whole season is not judged on these games. Our season's not over if the line looks like crap. Our season isn't safe if the line looks really good, though, either, by the same token. No, Tooney's not going to be the left tackle. He's going to be the left guard.
No.
Yeah, there's no talk of that I've seen.
We got Karan Ozzie and Braxton Jones.
Yeah, and Braxton. Yeah. No, yeah, Tooney is going to be at guard. We got 3 guys at tackle, none of them named Tooney. But I'll just be happy to see some Bears football, and of course, we'll have the pregame for it right here before it's on NFL Network.
Absolutely.
Now owned by ESPN. Interesting this week.
Yeah,
I
I heard other NFL news that kind of confused me.
Yeah.
So, quarterback sprains their ankle, gets hurt. So they go out and sign another quarterback that makes 5 or 6 on their roster. That would be the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, you know who's laughing? Watson. I don't give a shit. I'm fully guaranteed.
Yeah. I think you're trying to you have a 53-man roster of quarterbacks.
Jesus Christ. Tyler Huntley going to Cleveland. Wow.
Wait. What's your team in Cleveland? It's Myles Garrett and 52 quarterbacks.
Wow. Good God, dude. That's why they gave Chubb away, because they need another quarterback on their team.
Jeez, yeah, that's
dude.
That's a dumpster fire.
That just confused the shit out of me, though.
I don't get it. I don't get that. And just like though I don't get some of these teams like Dallas, you need to sign Micah. Why are you running out there signing tight ends and other positions? And Cincinnati, you need to pay Trey Hendrickson. Why are you getting Joe Burrow another tight end? Like, get a defense. He's not going to put up 80 points every game. Sorry.
Well, just like Dallas, I think Dallas just extended to Ferguson, their tight end as well.
They did. And Mike is sitting there going, dude. It would be poetic. That would be poetic. That's actually a good point. We trade a 4th for Tooney, and let's get a 4th for Edmonds, and that would be pretty poetic.
So, Joe, are you a Bears fan or Raiders fan? I'm not too sure right now, because you're really pushing this trade to the Raiders.
Because they're probably willing. Look at it. Well, here's why. Because they've got like $100 million in cap.
Now, get somebody else lined up with Crosby. I'm sure you can get Micah there.
Yeah, well, there's talk of that. If you look, come on, Joe on the morning show.
Yeah,
he's thinking we can get Micah and we can get Scary Terry. If they got enough money, they can. Here we go. He's actually a Chiefs fan.
I was pulling for you this year because I fucking hate the Eagles, bud, and everybody knows it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He wants the best for all teams until they play his team.
Right.
I'm going to add that back end piece because that's what he's thinking in the back of his head. Probably. I know I would be.
I mean, Chiefs are, they remind me of the early year Patriots with Brady. Brady had no name receivers. He just made the receivers better. And I feel like that's the way, Mahomes is too. But don't sleep on Pachenko. I think Pachenko is going to have a big year this year. I have him on a couple of my fantasies. He got hurt last year. But don't fall asleep on him.
I like the Eagles, but I hate their
man. My God. Get him off. Mute him, please. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Cleveland, man. I don't know what's going on with the Bears. I want to buy into the hype train because I'm a Bears fan. I want to buy in. I want to go full Adam Rank. This offensive line is fully repaired. It's going to be a top 15 line. Caleb is just going to put up 4,500 yards and a crap load of touchdowns and very few interceptions, and they're going to win all these football games. I want us to do it so bad as a fan. But then
realistically,
on the flip side, we've been burned so many times over the last couple of years with wow, they actually look like they're going to be really good. Especially last year, we were like, wow, Caleb's walking to a dream situation. Look at all these weapons he's got.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew he would be the biggest nightmare you could ever have as a rookie quarterback, which is what happened.
Yep.
So I want to buy in. I want to buy in. But
the thing is, if you're a realist fan, I want to hype in everything. You know how I wanted Hendrickson. But in the back of my mind, I was like, the money ain't there. So don't get hyped over it if you know it's not possible.
I want Ben Johnson to be a really good head coach.
Right.
I don't want him to be a really good coordinator that just isn't a head coach.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what Eberflus did. He was a really good defensive coordinator, but he sucked as a head coach.
Or think of a certain defensive genius who is a defensive OC, defensive coordinator, guru, extraordinary. Everywhere he goes, that defense is awesome.
Fangio. Big Fangio.
Yeah, but Fangio as a head coach, nope.
Nope, not at Denver. Nope.
Nope, not even close. I'm hoping that's not Ben Johnson. In the back of my head, I'm hearing, oh, what's his name from New England? The franchise killer. OC.
Franchise. Oh, McDaniels.
McDaniels, great OC for them. Everywhere he's gone as a head coach, at 2 places he went, he killed both franchises.
Fucking
He
Raiders.
killed the Raiders. He killed the Raiders, straight up killed the Raiders in that last stop. And Denver was the same thing, a team that was trending north, and he killed them too and put them back 5, 6, 7 years. Easily. I hope Ben Johnson's not that guy.
Nope.
Well, that's the problem too, Sammy, that I had with Trey is like if I was gonna give up the capital and have to pay the money for between Micah and Trey, it's Micah all day long because I'm gonna get 4 to 6 years out of him easy.
Well, I understand that, but remember when we had Robert Quinn? He had all those sacks in his last year. He was old. He could do it.
But do I want to sign a long-term deal to that effect though? Do I want to give a 30-year-old or 31-year-old a 3-year, $120 million deal? I mean,
champion though.
That's if he's 28, I have no problem with it. But at 30, 31, it's a little scary. You know, I mean, because the numbers. Yeah, Micah's 6-year, 250. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Good Lord, dude. Wow. I mean, dude, that's a lot of money. That's like in history.
It's $41.6 million a year.
Wow.
So maybe you come a little south of that, maybe 6 years, 240 or 230, but yes, something in that range. What was TJ Watt's his contract he just got?
Was that 4-year? I'm thinking of Mr. Irrelevance, 181 million guaranteed.
3-year, 123. So maybe you go a 6-year, 246. I mean, that'd be the same money as TJ if you do a 6-year.
I don't know.
41 mil a year is what these guys are getting now, man.
That's a good question. Who do you think's better, TJ Watt or Micah? That's a fucking tough question. And everybody's like, oh, Micah's not. Obviously, you haven't been watching TJ Watt, man. He is that defense.
But that's a lot, man.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for one guy. That's a huge percentage of your cap.
Yeah, that's Daniel Jones money.
But Mike at 6 years at 250 is about right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
And these contracts are getting out of hand. Oh, by the way, you think that's crazy? Now you know why you spent $1,000 on 2 tickets to go to a game. This is why you spend $1,000 for 2 tickets in the 200 section of a football stadium.
Well, thank God when I got my tickets, Micah's not there yet.
This is why you're spending to be in the nosebleeds almost $400 a ticket in the nosebleeds. Tickets that used to go for $50
Yep.
are now $400. Why? Well, now you know. I think the Bears would be smart to stay out of it, and they need to
Yeah,
hope.
yeah. I mean, that, like you said, we have to get rid of some players. The only good thing is that what? How old is Montez Sweat? 28,
Is he even that old? 27, 28. Let me see. He is 29, actually.
29.
Yep, his contract runs through 2027. And his cap number is actually nice. It's the same as it was last year, 25.8 or 25.08. I'm sorry. So, it's not bad.
I can see Poles getting rid of him because of his age.
If you get rid of him after the season, pre-June 1st, you save $6 million and you have $18 million in dead cap. 2027 coming to his 31st birthday year. That's the year you would cut him pre-June 1st. You save $21 million on cap, and you only take a $4 million. And if you do it post June 1st, actually it doesn't change at all in either cases. Wow, is that right? Oh, if you cut him post June 1st next year for next season, you save 11 million and you still take 14 million in dead cap, so you mitigate a little. But if you cut him post June 1st or pre June 1st, after next season, you're saving 21 million in cap. So if he doesn't produce the next 2 years, yeah, we'll cut him coming in 27 and save the 21 million and put it elsewhere. But the way these cap numbers are going, oof. Oh, here comes Billy. Why is the offense going to be horrible?
Billy, I'll see you in a month and a half, buddy. You ready for me? I'll be there.
I want to know why he thinks the offense is going to be horrible, though.
Because he wants Bajent and Mike Evans on wide receiver, and maybe he's at camp. Maybe he's seeing something.
Maybe he's seen something we're not. All right, but I mean, like, what have you seen that makes you say that, though? It's like, I mean, I get it's practice at camp, and they're installing a brand new offense. I mean, because the talent appears to be on the roster. So what's the issue?
Well, maybe Billy's not ready for me in a month and a half.
And maybe he's not.
Oh boy.
I don't know. And congrats for First and 10 tailgating, now in the Tailgating Hall of Fame.
Yeah, seeing that.
Yeah, congrats, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's going to be. Like I said, I'm going to reserve. I mean, I'm not going to buy too much in the hype either way right now. My questions are the same as they've been for the last couple of weeks. Is the offensive line truly better and fixed, or repaired at least? And how good of a coach is Ben Johnson going to be? Is he
breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Steelers rookie quarterback Will Howard suffers a broken bone in his hand.
Oh,
hello, Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
Maybe Aaron Rodgers, but
they got the talent on. I mean, I'm mad. I'm sure the talent level for the Bears on Madden makes them perplexing. They've got a lot of good talent, but it's like the team isn't good.
Well,
at least last year.
Madden curse. You know who's on the front? Mr. Barkley.
Yep. Well, he's got two curses. He's got the Madden curse plus the 4,000 carry curse.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just like and we're not going to see anything during preseason out of this offense. So really, it's week one. Mm-hmm. Week one, we get to see if Billy's fear comes to life or not. I don't see how they could be worse than they were last year offensively. Not with Ben Johnson designing plays.
The only thing I can see failing is that offensive line, even though we've signed some pretty good players.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to come to terms with. Like, okay, like they signed guys who should be a lot better than what we had. How can this be worse? How can this be terrible than with last year? I mean, Caleb had a pretty good year for a rookie year, especially with 3 OCs and 2 head coaches. And all that turmoil that happened in that organization last year, Caleb didn't have a terrible year. So I just want to know how Billy gets to that conclusion. What's he seeing that we're not? And don't tell me, the video where Caleb had that bad throwing session at the Nets. Because the very next throwing session, he threw perfect dimes to everything. Or is this Billy just trying to false flag the Packer fans? Give him some clickbait of his own.
Yeah, I'm excited to see everybody at the tailgate. I'm gonna cry like a little baby because I finally got to Soldier Field. I'm bringing Dad out with me too, so it's gonna be an emotional day.
I was gonna say, if you're ever gonna tailgate in Chicago, reach out to Billy Flores, the defense guy, for First and 10 tailgating. And even if you're going on a Bears road trip, last year I messaged Billy, hey, I'm going to the Commanders game. Who should I contact? He put me in contact with the Commanders guys, and they were phenomenal. So Billy knows his tailgating.
Billy, who should I get a hold of for Chicago's tailgating?
Billy?
Well, okay.
I would assume. So we're going to have some fun Sunday, man. Our first preseason game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, here you go. Billy says, contact me.
I did. I just asked you if you were ready for me, bud, and I didn't hear nothing, so I didn't think you were ready for me. You pay double. I am. I'm paying for me and Jody. That's double.
Hey, Billy, make sure you give him don't give him the introductory brown towels, but you give him the white ones for those who saw.
Send him the link. Here we go.
All right, we got some time.
Hey, yeah, I got to tell him something too. Something that Jody wants to try at the tailgating. He wants to do a cake stand.
Let me get him on Facebook Messenger here and send him the link. Hold on. I got for Facebook to open up the Messenger. Then I got to find Billy.
It's probably easier than finding Broski.
No, because Broski doesn't have any social media at all.
No, that's what I mean. Billy's probably easier to find than Broski.
Oh yeah, he is. Okay, so now click on. There you go. Thank you. Now let me.
Think any team has actually said a decent trade.
It's come to you in 3, 2, 1. It's there.
Well, the answer, Sammy, is that Terry just said. I think it was yesterday that he doesn't want yards. He doesn't want touchdowns. He wants rings. If he has to go to Philly, he would. That's that.
Yeah. All right. Billy has seen the link, so we should be seeing Billy shortly. And then you can tell us how this Hall of Fame thing happened. He was at the Hall of Fame game. I know he went out there and seen the coins because they do the challenge coins now. Which is pretty cool. Yeah. They got the First and 10 challenge coin.
James Cook for the Buffalo Bills holding out.
Yeah. Or holding in. These guys aren't doing holdouts. They're doing hold-ins.
Like Hendrickson. He's holding in.
Yeah, you know what? They all learned from Roquan Smith. Because honestly, when some of these guys started doing holdouts, I'm like, dude, do what Roquan did. Like, be there, but don't practice. You know, I mean, it's a better look for the player to do that.
So Bears waive today, tight end Thomas Gordon and tight end Murray.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of small, minor moves, signing guys that aren't going to make the roster, waiving guys who weren't going to make the roster. Billy, come on, man. We only got about 10 minutes left. I want to get you on here for a few minutes.
Is that exactly, Sammy? He wants rings. You don't get a ring in the NFC Championship game.
Here he is. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? So, dude. All right.
Billy. I have to
From
pay
what I
double?
saw,
Seriously?
and I have a lot of people that's been to the camps every day, and it's just the offensive line is there's improvement on the offensive line. It's Caleb Williams' attitude.
Thank you.
Not only that, dude, the Bulls players were there at camp at Halas Hall. And dude, I don't know if this guy just was partying in the off season or whatnot, but Ben Johnson has this guy running and he is gassed, man. I mean, the Bulls players were sitting there, he's off on the sideline laying on the ground, and the Bulls players are sitting there trying to talk with him, and he's over there like putting his hand up there just to shake their hands. And then the Bulls players just like walked away from this guy because he's laying on the ground trying to breathe. It's just like, oh no, here we go.
Oh.
Oh boy.
So and there's like I say, there's just miscommunications with Moore. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. It's
So
I don't know. I just think it's gonna be Caleb's attitude.
so Billy, I really gotta pay double?
Of course, for you and your wife.
Fuck it. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait to see you, bud. Finally.
Hell yeah, dude. What game are you coming in for?
The Dallas one, week 3.
Oh, sweet. I'll be taking my old man to that one. He's a big Dallas fan.
So is my dad. I'm taking his little urn with me because he was a big Cowboy fan.
Oh,
So
nice.
He's going to the game with me.
I was going to go to the game, but I have to stay in Chicago for like an extra 4 days of hotel and food and entertaining me and the wife. And then it was still the tickets. So I could have gone to week 1, but I wouldn't have been able to tailgate because we would have landed over here at about 5:30. And then had to drop the bags at a hotel and then make it up to the nosebleeds, for $400 a piece, because we're doing our anniversary cruise. We're doing Alaska cruise. So I'll miss week 2 because we'll be on the cruise for Alaska. The Alaska.
Son of a bitch.
So we fly into Chicago we could have flown into Chicago for Monday Night Football, or stayed after we got back from the cruise for an extra couple days. And I was like, in both cases, I'm like, man, just wait. For Monday night, I wouldn't be able to tailgate. We have to rush. We probably missed the first quarter by the time we got to the top of the stadium. So it's like, no, just stay home and watch it and relax before going on vacation. And on the back end, it's like, I wouldn't mind staying in Chicago for an extra days, but that's like 4 or 5 days of hotel. And then, okay, we're not just going to sit in the hotel for 4 or 5 days. We're going to go to the Field Museum and we're going to go, we got to eat. So, I'm not going to just, I'm going to go to not Giordano's. I'm going to go to, Portillo's, and I'm going to go to, Lou Malnati's, and I'm going to go to Morton's is closed, right? But, we're going to go eat out. So I'm spending probably $10,000 to stay in Chicago to go to the football game. I'm like, no, I got 85-inch screen TV.
Man, that don't sound like a diehard Bear fan to me. I don't know about all that shit.
I'm retired, man. I really got so much money now.
Billy, I'm
retired.
I'm sitting right above you too.
We're at 251, 351,
254, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, you're right above me to my left.
Yeah. So guess what? Well, Mike and Billy are picking me up at the O'Hara Saturday morning, right? And guess who said that he's going to show up to tailgating because I'm going to be there?
Who?
Eikenson. Tim.
Really?
And I wanted to tell you that my wife, she wants to do a keg stand, so that's hopefully maybe that could happen.
I don't know. We don't got kegs at the lot.
Yeah.
Sammy, I hope this is not a Trubisky situation as well in Chicago.
Well, Trubisky at least got us to the playoffs the one year. You know what I'm saying? And if he didn't have his shoulder injury, you never know what he could have been done after he was just afraid to run after that injury.
I just hope that whatever this Caleb thing is straight. I mean, we got a couple weeks; it can straighten itself out.
I hope so, man. That's just this attitude. Just I don't know. That's it, man. I mean, but I like you say, you got Bayesian and Keenum. I mean, you got some good backups at least. And they're battling. So. And then
I said at the beginning of the show, I don't know if you heard it. Like, I wonder if there's any of this is dope-a-roping. Like, because they know that everything is being watched. So we'll just play a little possum with the media and let everyone think it's one thing when it's really another.
I hope so. Maybe, like you said, it was just like when we first had him. Oh, he looks great. Maybe they're tricking it out. He looks like shit. So hopefully Billy, he comes out and plays good.
Since you got connections that go to camp, any word on how Brisker's doing?
Oh, I can find that out.
I know he had a couple days ago. He did have 2 interceptions in practice, so he's.
I
maybe
did hear that the defense was looking really good.
We've been hearing that Kieran is the most improved player in this team right now. That's what they're saying at camp. That he is the most improved guy at camp right now.
Well, I heard differently. I thought it was Hildelight from Maryland, our linebacker. They said he was the standout so far.
Of the young guys, but they said
from
Kieran was like way improved over last year.
Don't worry, Caleb. I got your back.
Yeah. Hey, so tell us about this Hall of Fame thing for
congratulations, bud.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, that was fun, dude. Like I say, we finally got the nod, and they accepted our tailgate and then nominated us or inducted us, and that was great, man. You know, I mean, we fit perfect, man, for how the tailgating Hall of Fame does, man. I mean, you know, we're welcoming. We're not just with Bears fans, with every team that we play. You know, we're so welcoming, and that's basically all them teams across the NFL that are part of that Hall of Fame. You know, they're just like us, man. So I mean, that's why, like, when I tell you, hey, I'm going to send you a tailgate in other cities, that's through all these connections, man. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, because those the Commander guys last year were great.
Yeah, man.
How was Wachter? Was he there as well?
Who?
Dan, or was it Don Wachter, the Bear guy?
No, he was up in they were with this. It's called PUFA, the Pro Football Ultimate Fan Associations. I think he's with they were with another with that crew over there. They didn't come by us.
Nice.
Managi, John Dorn says he has been looking good.
Well, I didn't tell Billy this, but I walked in, I get my haircut and stuff, and this guy, we're talking about the Bears drafts, and I said about Managi, and the guy's like, yeah, he's really good. He stood up, got his apron off, and he was the Rutgers athletic director. And he says, yeah, Kyle is going to give you all of his heart. He doesn't quit. And I was like, yeah, he looks pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, are you guys tailgating this Sunday?
No, we don't do preseason.
No. Okay.
I mean, I'll be in I don't know, maybe the South lot, or I'll probably hook up with Bearman in the D lot. I'm taking my son on Sunday. I'll probably stop over by them, do a little tailgating, but it's not a tailgate like how we host. You know, it's just a tailgate right next to the stadium.
Month and a half, Billy. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
If you are going to Chicago for a game at all this year, that's the man you want to talk to right there, Billy Defense Guy Flores.
Oh,
it'll make you pay double.
Yeah, we got the home opener, and then we'll be going to Detroit week 2. We'll be setting up in Detroit, tailgating out there. So if anybody heads out to Detroit looking for a Bears tailgate, look me up. We'll be out there with our tailgate.
Hey, the Commander's Corner guy, they had some pretty cool last year. I don't know if you saw the pictures I posted. They had a little stamper for their hot dog buns where it would burn in their name. I mean, they
burn them in.
Yeah,
and Billy, I'm actually staying at the Congress Hotel.
Man, it's like I said, it's right behind our tailgate.
There you go.
You don't have far to go, Woody.
Nope.
No, that's right behind us.
And of course, we'll be back here Sunday for pregame at 11 a.m. Central, noon on the East. So tune in for that. And then 10 in the morning on tomorrow and Friday, we'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 in the East. But Bears football, man. Hey, Billy, we're almost there, man. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and you're back on this live stream where I can get back on, because whatever you were on, I couldn't get on last time. So now I can get back on.
Yeah, and I'll send you after the show. I'll send you the permalink. I sent you just like this one. Oh, that might be the permalink, the one I just sent you. Actually, so you should be able to get on anytime you want now.
Good, because I was so tired I couldn't get on and talk smack.
Yeah, I always love having you on with us, man. I got to find a way to get a time I can get up there. It works, but we wanted to, it didn't work. If we could gotten into Chicago earlier on that Monday, we would have done it. But coming out of Pensacola, the earliest that's your scheduled landing time at O'Hare was 5:30. That would have been like really pushing it, probably almost impossible. And then staying for an extra 4 or 5 days just financially doesn't make sense. So being retired, I gotta watch my money now.
Goddamn retired life.
I tell you, Billy, I don't know what I do. But for Billy, for Woody, myself, thank you for everyone in the comments for watching tonight. Thank you for being a part of Halas Hall as we get ready for another season. We'll see you Sunday, and we'll see Billy throughout the season as well. Everyone, have a great night and bear down.
Bear
Bear
down.
down.
Hold on, Billy.